Hello, everybody. Mr. Conover here. It is the week of October 5th through October 9th. Can you believe it's October already? I can't. Anyway, weekly assignment sheet is published. Where can you find it? Of course, on the website that you're watching the video on right now. Classroom and printed for you should be in the front page of your binder. I want to talk a little bit about this week and where we're going. Before we get to this week, let's just mention last week. We did a good job last week of doing some writing prompts and reading prompts. We split our classroom up to reading skills and writing skills, and you did a pretty good job with making sure we did half and half each day, and one was self-directed, one was a little bit more you could work with a group, but just to kind of review, if you did not turn in those two things. Of course, what am I talking about? Number one, the skill packet, the reading skill packet that you worked on in your little cluster of 4. If you did not turn that in, you need to turn that in. If you were finishing it up and you didn't quite get it done, you need to turn that in for homework. If you did the writing portion and did not get that piece in, you need to get us your rubric. It looks like this. Make sure it's filled out. Don't worry about the portion of the rubric that says peer evaluation. We're going to scrap that idea because I just didn't have enough time. So just kind of check those boxes yourself. Get us that so we can give you a score for your writing piece for this week. Now, all through the unit, the next few weeks, that's kind of how we're going to do. We're going to introduce you to some information, okay? Whether it's a skill, whether this week I believe we're talking about making inferences, okay? And literary elements of things like cliche. And we're going to use our hair-raising tale stories to do that. But on Thursday and Friday, we are going to have you work on a reading skill and a writing skill as kind of your assessment for understanding those two things. It gives you good practice. It gives us an idea to look at your writing and to have you interact with some reading and things of that nature. Now, what is our story for this week? Well, number one, on Monday, what is due this Monday according to the weekly assignment sheet? Okay, it is The Man Upstairs by Ray Bradbury. You received this story last Wednesday. You were told to read it. There may be a possible, quiz today. So hopefully many of you read it and read it actively using your crazy 8 reading strategies that we went over last week. And hopefully you understand it wasn't too long of a story. So we're going to take a look at that this week and be our text to teach inferencing, reading between the lines, making educated guesses based upon information in the story, the situation, the characters, what they do, what they say, all of those good things. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to, read the story. We may even watch the movie, a little short Ray Bradbury theater movie version of it that was on TV, I think, in the 1980s. We are going to end our week, of course, by working on that inferencing skill, getting you some reading passages and having you work with those inferencing skills by working together to read between the lines. That will be your reading skill for the week. Looking at cliche as our literary element, we're going to have something to do with cliches with your writing, using The Man Upstairs, of course, okay? So you'll be doing a paragraph or a little writing prompt for that as well. We're doing these little writing prompts in little snippets, okay? To not a big essay as of yet, but just little snippets to work one-on-one with you in smaller groups so we can take a look at your writing and see that you're doing the right thing and giving you a little guidance where you need it in a smaller group. And then we flip-flop the days, and we have we're going to do that for the next 3 Thursdays and Fridays in a row, depending on everything going okay. Of course, the other homework this week, of course, you need to have your weekly vocab done. We're going to go over that today, Monday. We'll go through the video. And the only other homework that we see at this week is, doing those reading skill packets and getting that writing prompt paragraph, okay? And whatever you don't finish in class. The beauty of this structure of class is that we hope you finish it in class. Whatever you don't finish, of course, will be your homework. But if we go around and we read over your shoulder and take a look at those things, we can check you off and your homework is done for the week and you'll have a free weekend of no homework. Okay, so work real hard in class and you will not have a lot of homework. Get the weekly vocabulary done, and I think it's going to be a good week. I think you will enjoy this story, The Man Upstairs, and we'll move on to our next story called The Monkey's Paw the following week. A little quick typo on the weekly assignment sheet. We said to have everything done, in the reading and writing skills that you do over the weekend if possible. We said Monday. It's Tuesday. We don't have school on Monday for Columbus Day. Okay? Have a good week. If you need to email me, conojona@shenet.org, or go to www.mrconover.webs.com. Have a great one.